Lucas.
Jenny?
Yes, Sam.
Gentlemen.
Why, needless to say, I'm thrilled to bits to be exonerated by this jury. I have maintained my innocence all along, so all I can add is I'm deeply relieved to be acquitted. I must confess there is a certain sweetness to this victory, inasmuch as I've been vindicated by you good citizens of Bay City. And
That snake. The hell he's put us through.
Exonerated by this jury. I have maintained my innocence all along, so all I can add is I'm deeply relieved to be
I'm sorry. I just can't watch him gloat any longer.
It would seem that not all the citizens of Bay City are as happy about this victory as he is.
It would seem.
That's why I've called you all here tonight.
Jake.
Come on in, you're late.
What do you mean, come on in?
Thank you for coming.
I bet I'm not invited here for Jamie's bachelor party.
What are you doing here, Jake?
Jamie, I talked to your mother before she left for Chicago this morning. She told me what Jake told your family about Carl.
Michael, you're going to involve him in this? Are you crazy?
Jamie, Jake may have saved a man his life, and he got beat up in the process.
Just drop it, Jamie. Let him stay, all right?
Come on, sit down.
Hey, Sam.
All of us are sitting here at this table because we have one thing in common. One man has changed all of our lives. Carl Hutchins has threatened our community, our livelihood, and our loved ones. And we have behaved like law-abiding citizens. We let the justice system do what it was supposed to do best, which is prosecute and convict the guilty.
But it didn't happen.
That's right. And that's why we're here tonight, to discuss our options.
What options? What are you trying to say, Michael?
I think all of us should put our heads together, put our energy and focus in one place so that we can rid this town of the plague of terrorism that we've had for 6 months. Carl Hutchins has literally gotten away with murder. Why? Because he keeps his hands clean. The cops know he's guilty. We know he's guilty. Carl Hutchins knows he's guilty. That's why he can sit there on that TV with that smug look on his face. Carl Hutchins will not stop. What are we going to do? Just sit around and wait until he does it again? No. He'll do it again unless...
Unless what, Michael?
Unless we take Carl out of the picture permanently. Are you with me?
Let me get this straight. You want to kill Carl Hutchins?
No, Jamie, we just wanted to pay for what he's done.
You want him dead?
It's the only way.
Is that why he's here? Is he the hitman?
Why don't you shut up and relax, Jamie?
Guys, I don't believe what I'm hearing here. Am I the only one who thinks this is lunacy?
Something has to be done, Jamie.
I know exactly how Michael feels. Carl always wins. He's managed to outsmart the cops and the judicial system, and sometimes...
And sometimes, if you want a job done right, you do it yourself.
Before it's too late. You are all actually serious.
Aren't you?
Yeah, I'd expect something like this from you, Jake. But you guess? Sam? What about you, Michael? Is this where it's going?
Jamie, I am not going to let Carl walk around and hurt anyone he wants. Not your mother, not my family, not anyone I care about.
Guys, please, look at yourselves. You're all just sitting around here, drinking brandy and smoking cigars, calmly talking about getting rid of Carl. Could you please just come back to reality?
How much more reality do you need,
You just
Jamie?
shut up,
No, you
Jake.
shut up. Why don't you shut up and stop acting like a coward, all
Well,
right?
that's a real interesting observation from a guy who thinks rape is making law.
This is not going to solve anything.
Go on me.
Hey,
I don't have to do anything to him. It's not worth it.
Well, do you think we could get down to business now, gentlemen?
You're all reacting like this because of something that Jake says. How can you buy anything?
He's talking about your sister.
All right, just stop it, okay? Jake, Jamie, sit down. We are not talking about Jake here. We are talking about a murderer who is threatening the lives of our families.
I mean, dude, you have some responsibility to them, Jamie. You have some responsibility to take care of them.
To who? The women folk? What do, Jake? We clean our shotguns, we saddle up, we ride at sunrise.
Jamie.
Don't you hear what this is sounding
just
like?
listen to me for a minute. Jamie! Carl took Kathleen away from me. He almost killed Frankie. God only knows what he'll do next. All Michael is saying is, how long do we let this go on?
Hutchins had my brakes tampered with, but he almost killed Jenna instead.
Rachel almost died. She may lose her sight. What about Amanda, Jamie? Are we supposed to just sit back and let Carl do whatever he wants?
Let me ask you all something. Before you came here tonight, was anyone planning revenge? Was anyone even thinking about taking the law in their hands as far as Carl? I didn't think so. Because most of you are too smart and sane.
But Michael is right. Together we can try to solve
Yes,
this.
and together we can all go to jail just for sitting in this room conspiring to kill someone.
No, Jamie, you're jumping to conclusions. We have not talked about killing
Michael,
Carl.
what good are we to our families if we're doing time in Leavenworth?
People tried to do it by the book, Jamie. It didn't work, so that's why we're
We
going to
strike
take...
back.
Hard.
I guess it's true. Gang mentality just takes over.
Jamie, I think you ought to listen for a minute here.
You got a better idea?
We've tried the by-the-book approach, and it didn't work. Now, I'm not saying we take Carl out, because that's not going to work either. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to break the law. And I also don't want Carl walking around these streets scot-free, dancing through Bay City. What I would like to do is even the score.
Jamie, Jake's right. I know Amanda's next. Carl's been plotting something for weeks now. Jake saw Amanda's picture at Carl's apartment. I'm not going to let this end with Amanda.
He just thinks we're helpless.
But if we let him know we're together on this...
We're going to prove him wrong.
Carl Hutchins is a psychopath. He is sure that he is above the law. We are supposed to be better than an animal like this. Most of us, anyway.
I'll bet you'd be in, Jamie, if they were all sitting around here talking about me.
Jake, knock it off. Jake, come on.
Just look at yourselves. Do all of you want to be just like Carl? Are you ready to cross that line? Because if you are, and if you do, there is no coming back. You think getting rid of Carl is going to let you get on with your lives? You think if you destroy this man by your own hands, you can just move right on? Well, you're wrong, guys. You're wrong. You're going to spend the rest of your lives looking over your shoulders, just waiting for someone to do to you what you did to Carl. Is that peace? I don't think so.
So what do you suggest, Jamie? We just let him carry on.
I can't be a part of this. I want Carl dead just as much as the rest of you. But I will not be a part of this. I cannot be a part of this.
Then we'll do your dirty work for you, Jamie.
I have a son to think about, Jake. I have a responsibility to him, and I will not let him grow up with a father who is a liar or without a father at all. You guys do whatever it is you think you have to do. I was never here tonight.
I knew it was too quiet. Hey, Marley.
Paulina?
Come on in. I was just reading.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're not.
So where's Jamie?
Oh, he's not home.
He's not?
No, I expect him back soon. Why don't you come on in and wait?
Is that why you're wearing that?
Excuse me?
That, whatever that is. Did you put that on for Jamie?
What the hell does that mean?
Do I have to spell it out for you?
Yes, please do.
I don't trust you, Paulina.
Why, Marley? What did I do?
No, it's not what, it's who. First of all, it's Grant, then it's Jake, and now all of a sudden I think you have your sights set on Jamie.
Marley, what you're saying is crazy.
Oh, is that why you told him I stole his prescription pad?
Marley, I didn't say you stole it.
Did you think he would just leave me and come running into your arms?
Of course not.
You really want me out of the picture, don't you?
Marley, what are you talking about?
You want Jamie. And you will walk right over me to get him, won't you?
I'm going to pretend this conversation never happened. It's obviously you've had a bad day.
No, I haven't had a bad day. That doesn't quite wrap it up. You see, Jamie asked me why I stole his prescription pad. Now, just where do you think he came up with that idea?
Because I said I saw it in your jacket pocket, which happens to be the truth.
You are trying to turn him against me, Paulina.
I was trying to help you, Marley.
Help me? Help? We ended up having a terrible fight.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're sorry. I don't think so. I think this is exactly what you wanted to have happen. Admit it.
What is the matter with you?
Nothing.
I have done nothing but support you and Jamie since I... How could you think that I'd want to do anything to hurt what you have with him? I'm the one who found the fertility clinic for you in Switzerland in the first place. I went out of my way because I knew how much it meant to you to have a child of your own. And now you think I'm trying to hurt you? You think I'm after Jamie?
What am I supposed to think?
Oh, Marley, come on.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Amanda.
Everything okay?
It's fine.
Marley,
I am fine, all right? I'm fine.
Okay, everybody's fine. I'm on my way to the office.
Amanda, I thought you were staying in.
Well, I was going to, but now I'm meeting Sam at the office. Looks like it's a good thing, too. See ya.
Why did you do it?
Do what?
Why did you take Jamie's prescription pad? Is there a problem?
You think I have a drug problem?
I'm worried about you, Marley.
I don't. I swear it.
Okay.
If I'm addicted to anything, I would say it's probably to a dream.
What do you mean?
I have to be able to have a child.
I know that.
The doctors here took me off the medication that my doctors in Switzerland had put me on.
Was it dangerous? Is that why they stopped it?
They said my mood swings were too severe, so they just took me right off it.
You wrote yourself a prescription?
Paulina, I had no choice.
I'm so sorry that you've had to go through all this.
No, I would do anything to have a child.
Come here. I wish you could see how easy it is to love any child.
What?
I saw so many kids in foster care. They had adoptive parents who loved them just like they were their own.
Isn't the same.
No, it's not. No, but it's wonderful all on its own.
You obviously have no idea what I'm going through.
No, Molly,
I mean, have you
don't.
ever tried to get pregnant? I mean, have you and Jake ever talked about having a child?
It's too soon.
No, it's not. I know that Jake wants to have a family, and I'm sure you do too.
Look,
so
it's hard to imagine. But yes, maybe someday. Yeah.
Maybe someday, yeah. I don't have that luxury of maybe someday, so you have to help it happen.
What if you can't?
Oh, you would really love that, wouldn't you?
How can you say that to me?
You have everything. You have a husband. You have run of this house. And you have the freedom to just flaunt yourself in front of Jamie anytime you feel like it.
I don't have to listen to this.
You know what? I hope someday, right when you're this close to having everything you have ever dreamed of having, someone just pulls the rug right out from underneath you the way you're doing it to me.
I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I wish I could make you see that.
Oh, I see. I see. The way you dress. The way you walk around here and show your body off to anyone who will take a look.
That's not true.
No?
No.
Do you like to tempt people that you can't have, Paulina?
I am not interested in Jamie. Marley, he's like my brother.
Oh, please. You're not even blood related.
I'm out of here.
I'm not finished.
Oh, yes, you are. I don't know what brought this on, but you've got problems, sweetheart. Serious problems. You are not behaving like yourself, and I'm through trying to understand why.
You can't face the truth.
The hell I can't. I care about you and Jamie Marley. I care about both of you very much. But you are hallucinating if you think I'm after him.
All right. Is there anyone else sitting here who thinks they can't go through with it? All right.
There's one more thing we need to get straight. Can everyone at this table be trusted? Oh, come on.
You're on shaky ground as it is, Jake. Just hang back a little, all right?
Jake, everyone who sat at this table tonight can be trusted, or I wouldn't have invited them.
Is there a chance Carl could know what we're doing?
Well, it's possible, but the chances are extremely slim, wouldn't you say?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that Michael and Lucas know what they're doing.
You mean the club?
Yeah.
But if Carl ever did find out about
He won't.
this...
We'll always be 2 steps ahead of Carl.
What we say never leaves this room. We're covered.
Cass, we've got to make this clear once and for all. As our legal experts,
Yeah.
have we absolutely exhausted every legal avenue against Carl?
The police tried virtually everything. Carl is always one step ahead of them.
I've been waiting for you.
I wanted to see you, too.
I'll be upstairs.
Are you all right?
No. Are you?
No.
Jamie, I felt really sick all day today about the things that we said to
Marley,
each
I
other.
never should have accused you of something like that.
Jamie,
I was confused. I never even let you tell me your side of the story. What were you doing with my prescription pad?
Honey, I don't even know why Paulina came to you.
Were
with
you
that
two
story.
fighting?
Were you all right? I noticed when you came in the door you seemed
Marley,
so...
please, just tell me what happened.
Nothing.
Why can't you look at me?
I am.
You're acting so strangely. Please. Did you take the pad? Marley. All I want you to do is tell me that you didn't mean it. Was it an accident? Honey, please tell me the truth. You've never lied to me before. Don't start now.
Who is it?
It's me. Open the door.
Kathleen.
I am not leaving until you guys give me an audience, so you might as well open the door.
What's the secret password?
What the hell are you doing here?
Pour me a brandy and I'll tell you.
Have a seat, Kathleen.
Thank you.
How did you find out about
How
this?
dare you do this without me?
Well, whatever it is we're doing, Kathleen, we didn't invite you for a very good reason.
And I think we all know what that reason is.
You've been through an awful lot, for starters.
This is dangerous.
Golly, I might faint.
Kathleen.
Hey, let her stay. She's got that look in her eye.
Somebody has to be here to make sure all these male egos don't go into overdrive.
This is not the place for you, Kathleen.
What, a room full of chauvinists? Golly, I guess it is dangerous, isn't it? So what did I miss?
Let her stay.
Gee, thanks, honey. I think I'll pass on the cigar, though.
Look, I need to take about a 5-minute break here, make a phone call. Lucas, will you join me?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, I think the two of us are the only ones that understand what needs to be done here.
I think they're with us.
Yeah, well, they're talking big. I just got a feeling they're going to wimp out. If they chicken out, are you with me?
I'll do whatever I have to keep Amanda safe.
Good.
You mad at me?
No.
Resigned?
I understand why you feel you have to do this.
I think I've earned the right to be here.
Yes, but I'm not going to let you hurt yourself.
Has anything new come up on Charlene's disappearance?
No.
John still thinks it has to do with Taylor, doesn't he?
Yes, and he may be right.
Nobody believed them when they said Taylor was still a threat. Sounds like me and Carl.
Yes, it does. Say there, Kathleen. Do you ever wish that you would slam the phone in Signet's ear the first time he called?
Only every minute.
But if you had to do all over again...
I'd probably do the same thing. But I'd tell you this time.
We learn these things one at a time, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Carl's on the way to the Quarry Complex.
I knew it. Amanda,
Sam, no, you can't go. She's got security guards. She's going to be okay.
I'm not going to just sit here, Michael.
Well, you have to. Otherwise, Carl will wonder how we know about his comings and goings. She's safe. She's protected. Trust me.
If Michael says she's safe, she's safe.
Come on. Now, Cass, we're talking about legal means to keep Carl in place.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that I can come up with some technicality to make sure that he stays put, but if Carl wants to leave town, he's gone.
Well, maybe we should let him do that.
Yeah, he'll leave town all right after he's done whatever he has in mind with Amanda.
Well, he's going to do whatever he does soon because he's leaving town at the end of the month.
How do you know that?
I'm a reporter. I did some digging.
But that doesn't give us much time. So either we have to figure out what he's planning to do before then, or we just stop him from doing anything.
I say we go for column B.
You would.
What's going
We're
on?
not talking maybe or shoulda. Either we take Carl out or we watch him murder again. You guys decide which it's going to be.
He's right, Cass. I don't care how many strings you pull. If he's got something planned for the end of the month, he's going to do it. Got to decide something tonight.
I think the decision's already been made. And I can take care of it if you want.
What does that mean?
Shoot him, Jake. My God. I came back to town because I thought Carl had shot you.
I can risk it.
Violence only backfires.
I have less to lose than
You
everyone.
know that
Everyone
by
else
now.
has got a woman they love involved.
You have Paulina, she would be devastated.
Kathleen,
if somebody
somebody
put a
has to
bullet
do
in you.
something.
Jamie was right.
Jamie?
Look, why don't we hire somebody from out of town? Make it anonymous.
All right. Everybody, just cool out.
No,
now. I didn't call you here so that we could figure out a way to shoot Carl.
I just
now,
have
you
one
just
question to
listen.
ask.
What?
You got us all here to find a solution to the Carl problem, right? We agree that there's no legal road we can take. What did you expect us to do, Michael? Sit him down and have a man-to-man conversation with a nutcase?
No, Jake. But I don't want anybody at this table winding up in the hospital or the morgue or jail. Not even you.
He's right, Jake. We have to think this through.
So what's left?
We've got to outsmart Carl. We've got to keep him under surveillance 24 hours a day.
This isn't high noon, Big Jake.
Look, if we can follow him, we might be able to catch him in the act.
The police have had a tail on the guy since he came to town. Look how well they've done.
Good point, Sam.
The police have limited resources. We can be smarter than he is. We can think his thoughts before he does.
Come on, Michael. We both know how deep his network is now. We can't cover his people. Hell, we can't cover his people because we don't know how far under he's gone. We don't even know who his people are.
My father always used to say, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. You got to stop it at the source.
I'm with Jake.
I'm afraid I am too, Michael.
The only sure way to stop Carl is to kill Carl. If you can stomach that sort of thing.
No! I'm with Michael. We can't let him turn us into criminals. Why does it have to be so direct? Why don't we set him up to do himself in?
We are talking about Carl.
All right, that's enough. Now, Lucas, when you and I were enemies, at least we agreed on the rules, right?
Rule number 1. Know your enemy inside out.
Exactly. So, what do we know about Carl?
Well, we know he likes the good things in life. Fine food, wine, opera, clothes.
Oh, great. He's got a great big chessboard, too.
All right. And he thinks of himself as a ladies' man.
Oh, it would be so easy if an unmarked car just accidentally hit him on his...
Lucas, you're not
bottom.
helping me here.
Michael, when you were in the club, all that morality stuff was real cut and dry. We made our own rules.
We're talking about vigilanteism.
I thought you said you wanted to get him.
I want to be smart about it.
Cass is right.
Is there any way we can make this look like an accident?
Carl could die of old age, and they'd come looking for one of us. Count on
Not
it.
if nobody knew he was out of the picture. So
What's your idea, Sam?
let's just say, for sake of argument, if Carl disappeared, who would care?
The people on his payroll.
What are they going to do, Cass? Say they work for Carl? Yeah, right. He doesn't have a family or friends. Taking Carl out wouldn't be a crime. It'd be a freaking public service.
How is this supposed to take place?
Well, we could be creative.
Will you guys listen to yourselves?
This is wrong. All of you know it. There has to be another way.
Carl doesn't play fair. Why should we?
Paulina.
I know you're working, Amanda, but could I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. You and Marley were really having it out before.
Yeah.
What is it with you two?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Have you noticed anything different about Marley lately?
Well, she was a little edgy. I just didn't think it was my place to say anything.
This is so hard.
Okay, just say it.
She thinks I'm after Jamie.
She what?
You don't think so, do you?
Of course not.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Why would she think you're after Jamie? Of all people, he's family.
That's what I meant when I said she's acting strangely.
The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
She also thinks that, you don't think I give out the wrong signals to men, do you?
No.
You don't know how glad I am to hear that.
What did she say to you?
She thinks that I dress to attract men's attention.
So you don't wear curlers and a smock. So what?
Right. But she's really set on this.
Maybe she's nervous because of the upcoming wedding.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it still doesn't give her a right to accuse you of something like that. That's just not fair. She should know by now how much my brother loves her. I'm really surprised.
Jamie, I did take your prescription pad. Please let me explain to you
Explain?
why. We knew the treatment in Switzerland was experimental, right? I mean, you looked into it. You thought it was safer. You never would have let
Marley,
me try
what does
it.
this have to do?
The doctors here, they're so rigid. I mean, they weren't looking at the facts.
The facts?
The treatment, it was working. My hormone levels were responding. I was ovulating regularly. I mean, I was this close to conceiving. You knew it.
I didn't know that at all, Marley.
You said so yourself. And then Dr. Hadley went and pushed the panic button, and you made up my mind for me.
The
and
drugs
that
were
wasn't
affecting
fair.
your personality. Dr. Hadley consulted with your physicians in Switzerland. They all agreed it was best to take you off of the drug.
Why? Why? Because I was having some mood swings? I told you that I would do anything to have a child.
Even endanger your own health. In danger of the health of a child that you might conceive?
I would never do anything to hurt our child.
Don't you hear yourself? Don't you see what's happening?
Oh, Jamie, put away the rule books for once, will you? For once, take a chance in your life.
Molly, I think that you're taking the chances for both of us. You stole my prescription pad. You forged my signature, and you wrote yourself a prescription. I just can't believe that.
Jamie, I wasn't trying to deceive you.
How the hell you weren't? What if something happened to you?
What if I got pregnant?
I don't even know who you are anymore. It's the drugs. It's got to be the drugs. That's why you're doing all these things that don't make any sense at all.
Honey, listen to me. I didn't tell you about this because I didn't think you'd understand. It's something that a woman feels.
What? Don't give me that. Having a family means just as much to me.
You admit it. See?
Marley, there are all kinds of ways of having a family.
I am doing this to try to keep you. I'm doing this for us.
Is that what you think you're doing? You're doing this for us? Matt Corey was just as much a father to me as a real father. Believe me, I know there are other ways to have a child.
I don't want a child. I want yours.
And what if you can't do that? It's not enough, is it? I always thought that my love was enough to make you happy. Maybe I was wrong.
I want it to be enough, but...
What if you can't?
Jamie, I had this dream. And it was so real. I dreamt that Ryan and Vicky took Stephen away. And when they took him away, they took a part of you, too, and it was a part that I loved, and I couldn't get it back because I can't give you what Vicky was able to give you. No, please try to understand what I'm saying. I love that part of you, and I want to have that part of you, but I can't if Vicky's the only one who can give it to you.
I have never, ever compared you to Vicky.
But you will.
This is all in your head, believe me.
You may not be able to realize it now, but I'm telling you, you're going to resent the fact that I can't be the mother of your children.
I don't care if you can't have my child. I mean, if we can't.
You see, it's already there. You just don't even recognize it, but I do.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
It will always be my fault.
There is no fault involved here. If that's really what this is about, honey. I mean, if this whole thing is rooted in some rivalry that you have with Vicky, then you and I have got to seek some help because we have to deal with this.
I mean, I have to learn how to deal with this.
You're not listening to me.
I am listening to you.
Then why can't we go talk to someone?
Why can't you just talk to me instead of helping everyone else you have ever said hello to in your entire life?
What are you talking
You're
about?
so busy counseling Paulina, helping your whole family because of Carl and working at the clinic that you don't even see what I'm going through. There's nothing left at the end of the day for me. We couldn't even get away for a night to elope.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I do need to change. But still, you shouldn't have taken this whole thing into your own hands
yes,
like
I
that.
know. I'm the ogre. I'm the villain.
Marley,
You're the
this has to
victim.
stop.
Yes, it does. Someone and something always needs you more than I do. You have not been there for me, Jamie. Not at all. I think we should just postpone the wedding.
Is that really how you feel?
Yes.
I think you're right.
Jamie!
I think it's important that we make this perfectly clear.
I think everyone already is, Michael.
I don't know what we're deciding if it's not whether we put Carl out of commission for good.
All you people are ready to take part in a criminal act for revenge? Is that what you're saying?
I'll do whatever I have to do to keep Jenna and Felicia safe.
Cass, you can't tell me you haven't defended someone you've known was guilty. I know you have.
That's a lawyer's function. Every person in this country is entitled to the best legal defense the system can provide.
Oh, so you slant the truth so you become the hero. Bravo.
Oh, get off my back, Lucas.
You dragged Frankie into this. You almost got her killed.
That's enough!
I would think you'd want to strangle him with your own bare hands.
Leave him alone.
I knew you hadn't changed. You may have pulled the wool over Felicia's eyes, but once a gangster, always a gangster.
Hey, enough! Now we're fighting each other here.
This is getting us nowhere.
Jake's right. I really don't care what happens to me. I know I gotta do something, or Amanda is gonna get hurt.
Yes.
Hello, Amanda.
Well, it worked.
What do you mean, Marley?
I mean, your wish finally came true. Jamie and I are postponing our wedding.
What?
Yeah. So now I figure you can really go after him.
I never wished this in a million years, Marley. I'd never want to see the two of you apart.
I would like to believe that. But I don't. Not for a minute.
Jamie! Count me in.
Well, what do you know? Okay, Cass.
Wait a minute, Jake.
In or out?
I'm not going to condone an assassination. I want to get rid of Carl as much as the next guy, but I'm not going to let one of us run him down.
Well, what's your plan?
My plan is we keep an eye on him, we find his weakness, and we use it to trap him.
What if his weakness is Amanda?
Look, you saw the tape. He's getting cocky. He's going to trip himself up. He's got to have an Achilles heel.
Hey, wait a minute. He was with Amanda once and he cut his hand. She said he almost passed out at the sight of his own blood.
Great. We'll give him a paper cut and hope for a coronary.
No, Jake, wait. He's got something. If any of you think of anything like that we can use, you give me a call. Call me before we meet the next time. But no one is to take this into their own hands. I want you all to swear on this right now. Jake?
Okay, I won't whack him without a majority vote.
Sam?
I'll wait for a while.
Lucas?
Let's get the surveillance operation going.
Jamie?
I want this over as soon as possible.
Cass?
I won't do anything alone.
Kathleen?
I've fought him alone for 4 years. I think it's time I worked with a group.
And a toast. Carl doesn't know it yet, but his days are numbered. On that, we swear.
I hope Michael means what he says.
Doesn't matter. I got a plan of my own.
Lucas, I'm afraid we may have stirred up just a bit too much of a hornet's nest in those two.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're young. But, why don't we call in our markers and get rid of Carl once and for all?
Oh, Lucas, that's too good for him. He doesn't deserve that. He deserves something a bit more eloquent. Something designed specifically for Carl. And I think I know exactly what that is.
You're out of here now, buddy.
Good evening to you, too. I'm glad to see you're not still napping.
Peter, will you show Mr. Hutchins out, please?
Certainly.
Amanda, I would like a word with you. I would never hurt her, and she knows that.
I have nothing to say to you.
I know what Jake told you. Well, if he didn't, he probably will. He found a photograph of you in my possession. God knows what ridiculous conclusions he may have jumped to.
Ridiculous, eh?
Jake being Jake, one can only assume the worst. I had the photograph for publicity purposes.
Publicity? What do I have to do with your publicity?
Amanda, I'm trying to save my reputation. What's left of it. It's just business, dear. I mean, you were kind and gracious enough once to write a fair, unbiased report on me. I was hoping for the same good fortune again, that's all. Trust me.
Why would I do that?
Pity. Pity. Such a waste. You know, Amanda, you should realize one thing.
What's that?
If, and I do mean if I wanted you, I should have you.